Alrighty, yo, what's up? Let's see, everyone coming in. What's happening, guys? Pop, what's up in the chat? Say yo. Let's see it up. I want to see who's all here. So we've got over 200 people. Let's go. Let's see. Yes, yo. Marcelo, Darren, what's up? Tim, what's up? Hassan, what's up? Jason, what's up? Tom, what's up? Leon, what's up? Andre, what's up? Charmaine, what's up? Joe, Mike, Chad, where are we from? Guys, pop in the chat. Where are we from in the world? Where are we coming from? I want to see. You'll see how your family has grown. We've gone worldwide, baby. Let's see. We've got South Africa in the house. We've got Argentina in the house. We've got Miami. Is it hot in Miami now? Or is it like winter vibes? I want to go back. Germany. Macedonia, fantastic. Malaysia, Lebanon, New York, Costa Rica, Austria, Centurion, South Africa, nice, love it. Bali, I miss Bali. Bali and love it that side. Germany, we got London in the house, Ireland in the house, Texas, Budapest, nice. Namibia, Portugal, guys. You can't say, like, look at this. Look at everyone from all different parts of the world. Fantastic. Guys, I want to welcome you to the first major event. Today we learn, right? Today we start getting a really good understanding of this market. And you know what? Bitcoin's sitting at 85K. We got a long way to go back up again, right? Altcoins are down 90, not even 90, around 60, 70% from the recent highs, and some are still 90 from the major all-time highs. You have a long road back to the top, but it's important that you are prepared. It's important that you understand what the hell you're actually trading for. You know, by actually focusing on the basics, and the basics today, and I call it the foundation, right? The foundation is going to help you so much for those questions that you ask yourself all the time. Right? Should I take profits? Should I get out? Should I buy? Should I do what? Right? The moment that you start having your foundation and you actually have a nice strategy, a lot of those things go out of the window because the strategy is going to protect you from double thinking things, right? And basically falling into this emotional market of changing your mind. We all know that when we're making money, we become these beasts where we just get hungry on the money and we stop thinking clear. And we just basically, oh, I made money. Oh, I'm going to make more money. Oh, I just lost all my money, right? It's this emotional roller coaster that crypto is really good at. And the strategies and the foundation is going to help protect a lot of that and actually get you on a very good sustainable streak throughout your entire crypto journey. The next thing I want to say as well is, guys, you're here for the next 5, 10 years. You're not here for the next 3 months. Right? A couple of months to a year or two is a very short period of time to become financially free and to become very money smart, right? To actually understand how money works and to create these businesses that you can go to any market after this. If you wanted to go to stock markets, if you want to go anywhere, you can trade any market, anytime, any new narrative because you've learned the basic skill and the main skill of making money, discipline, and being your own damn boss. Okay, so I asked you guys, I want to see ones in the chat. Who thought about what they really want in crypto? Who thought? I want to see ones. I thought about it. I thought what I really want, the life that I want, the amounts of money that I want, what car I'm going to drive, who's around me when I'm rich. Like, I want to see ones. You thought about it. Okay. Yes. Lots of ones. Okay, great. Now I want to ask you guys a favor. I need 2 guinea pigs for this sniper school. 2 guinea pigs. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to take this damn vision of yours and we're going to build the entire system and structure roadmap. And by doing this, we're basically going to take you as an example and we're going to build your dream and build everything that you need in order to achieve it, from the structure, from the foundation, to what coins are you going to trade, when do you buy them, how much money do you put into them, your goal of how much money you need to turn into money. Okay, I need 2 guinea pigs. I need 2, and I don't make guinea pigs, I just need 2 people that are willing to come and be open about what they want, okay, how much money they got, and where they want to get. And what we're going to do of this is today I'm going to show you the foundation, and I'm really going to make sure that your mind is strong when it comes to the controls of markets and your emotions and exactly where you're going. But then let's actually put it into something practical. Let's actually build someone and build 2 people and actually build their full structure and see how you build this entire thing. So that when this market sparks up again, you are not double questioning anything. You understand exactly which road you're going, okay, and you know exactly what to follow. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn you into a robot. We're going to turn you into someone that basically follows a system and doesn't double think any day. They literally look there, it's automated, they know what to do, done, right? They're going to know when to evolve when to open up another business, when to grow and do these type of things. So I'm asking for 2 people to come up. I want you to put your hand up. You're going to come on the video and you're going to tell me a few questions. I'm going to ask you a few questions, right? We'll bring one person at a time. And from this, I'm then going to build the sheet for all of you guys to have. Okay? The 4 questions that you're going to need to answer for me, you're all going to go answer them for the next event that we're going to do. Okay? And I'm going to work with these 2 people and show you guys how we basically build a powerhouse business. Okay? And actually really get you on top. Are we good at that? Can we have yeses in the chat? We happy with that? First time ever. Never done this. Never done this. Right? Let's do it. Instead of just theory and reading in a book and how it works, let's do it, right? Let's take some trades. Let's open trades. Let's start building the portfolios. Let's start doing these things together. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so who are we going to go? Cornelia, is it going to be you? Is it going to be you? Okay, let's do it. Let's bring you up. Let's see. I want to ask you, unmute you over there. Cornelia, first thing, just name, where you're from.
Hi.
How long you been in crypto?
I'm
How are
from
you?
Austria.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I also have lived abroad most of my life in Spain and Argentina, back to Austria now. And that is
Okay.
the reason why I don't have any pension. I need money.
Okay. You need money. Okay. How long you been in crypto?
Started in 2017, dabbling
Wow.
into crypto. Very little, just bought some coins, went up, went down without doing anything, and started again in 2021. Went
Okay.
up again and down again because I had no clue what else to do.
Okay.
So I'm in this occasion, I need to really make the best out of it.
Amazing. Okay. Fantastic. Wouldn't it be amazing? We turn you into an absolute trading machine.
Yes,
That'll be
please.
incredible. Okay. 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 So the life you want from crypto. We're going to go through these
Yeah.
questions quickly. Okay. So you want to make money, but what's this life you want to
Yes.
live the next couple of years? Like what is the main
Financial
goal and
freedom, so
dream?
I am able to go wherever I want to go, not being dependent on anything. I would like to buy some property somewhere, not knowing where, not here. Austria never was
You
my
just want to be
place.
free. You just want to be
Yes, I
free, right?
want to be free. I want to move
Okay,
as I
fantastic.
please, and I want to be able to spend without thinking, can I afford to spend 100 more or less?
Exactly. The freedom, right? That was the main reason
Yes,
for me on making money was just to have the power of choice. That's the number one
yes,
reason I love money. Is because I have a choice and I have a thing. The next thing is,
exactly.
how much time can you give to crypto right now per week? How
How
much
much?
time of your time, percentage-wise, can you give to crypto right now?
Well, I can compromise. I'm still working, obviously, because I need to.
Okay, so
But
realistically, with
I'm
your life, right, I want to prove that anyone can do it. Doesn't matter how much work or how much they have on their plate. Doesn't matter. Realistically, how much time could you give in a week for crypto?
in a week. Okay, in a week, I'm able to do like 6 hours or seven.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, what is stopping you from putting more time? Finances.
Finances, because I still need to work. I'm a translator, and I'm doing another course as well in something very different, which I had started already, but
Okay.
and
Do,
I
do you
don't want to
have
miss that.
do you have a lot of expenses every month? So you don't get
Um,
into figures, but do you have like a lot of expenses that basically keeps you
Not so
working?
many because I don't have a rent to pay as long as I'm staying in my parents' house, obviously.
Okay.
But if I were to travel, for example, to some other place, I would need to rent. So that's a whole different
Yes.
story.
Okay, cool. And
I mean,
last one.
I do have monthly costs to cover, of course.
Yes. Okay. Amazing. Last one. If you just had to close your eyes now, in 3 years, what's the dream? What's the life you're living? Are you on a beach somewhere? Are you just traveling, moving around? Is that the dream?
Yes, traveling always has been very important to me. I still love traveling and would like to be, and I prefer beaches to mountain. Also like
Ah,
that, but I do like beach life, absolutely.
okay. Okay.
And
Amazing. So
I
a
would
free life,
love,
traveling, stress-free for
yeah,
money, being able to move around. You don't need the
yeah.
craziest lifestyle. You just need to be free, right?
No, I'm a quite normal person, but it's just the freedom to be able to do whatever.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. So, what's going to happen, yeah, Cornelia, is I'm going to, after the stream, okay, we are going to have the team just reach out to you. I'm just going to ask you a few more questions, a little bit more
Okay.
personal to actual
Yes.
amounts and things like that. And then we'll have a chat to see how much we are willing to share within the audience.
Okay.
Because, again, your story will help hundreds of people that are watching over here as well because you're just an
Great.
example and to set and to basically really build this full structure. And I'm going to use you within this stream, okay, within next stream and for the
Okay.
rest of this entire cohort.
Rest of this
Basically, we're
course.
gonna we're
Okay.
gonna be referring a lot to your story, the trades that you need to take, the tokens you need to trade, how much money
Okay.
do you put where, what exchanges do you use, when do you split, what do you do? We're gonna use you as that example. Are we happy with that?
Yeah. Very
Okay.
happy because
Thank you
I'm
so
delving
much.
into I have registered to so many exchanges, not using them all, but I kind of get stuck to do when what. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. That we will also have. Okay, Jeff, we will get in contact with you. Thank you, Cornelia. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you. Thank
cool, cool,
you.
cool. Next one. Oh, is it this man, huh? Is it this man? Okay, let's do it. Jose, let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
do
I
it.
love your energy. You bring vibes, sir. You look excited with life.
Ah, I got excited. My friend put me on
Amazing.
this, and probably one of the best advices I've taken. And I've been in your
Amazing.
live introduction on Tuesday, and I'm ready. Let's go.
You ready to go? You ready to go?
I am.
Amazing. Okay. What do you want from crypto, sir? What's the life?
Ah, I want financial freedom, but more generational wealth. I want
Mm.
my family and my future family to just be okay.
Mm. They want to know
That's
Uncle Jose. Uncle Jose was he was a boss, and we want to be like Uncle Jose, right? Amazing. That's my dream too. My dream is to leave a legacy for the family, not just money wise, but to show that hey, anyone in our family can achieve whatever we want, right? And
yeah.
I think that's the main thing with what I believe is legacy. Is just to show that don't be afraid of nothing. You know, and you can come from doesn't matter where, and you can achieve anything that you want. So I love that. Amazing. Next thing, what's how much time can you put into crypto at the moment? In a
I
week.
right now, I'm honestly, I don't sleep. If I need to, I can go, several hours a day. At least
Okay.
8 to 10 a day if need
Okay.
be. Um,
Okay,
yeah.
amazing. Okay, fantastic. So you're willing to go because that was very much similar to me as well. What is start? Are you working right now?
I'm in transitioning work, so yes, I am working and not working. But yes, I am working.
Okay, and would you like to obviously go full-time crypto at some point?
That is, I mean, that would be the goal.
Okay,
I
so
don't want to work for
so
anybody
if you
else.
start hitting like a business that can bring a certain amount monthly, or you can hit a nice size portfolio size, you're willing to go all in. You're willing to
Yeah,
put your everything in, right?
I am.
Okay, fantastic. 3 years from now, what's the dream? You open
Three
your
years from
doors in the
now,
morning. Where are you? What do you think? What's the dream life for Jose?
simple, just waking up and getting my kids ready for school, not knowing that I have, debt and weighs on me or have to answer to anybody for, a boss, pretty much,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and obviously the financial stuff, obviously not be in the same place where I'm at now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if we want to talk materialistic things, we can, a big house, nice cars, but
Mm-hmm.
simple, just
Yeah,
answer to
yeah.
myself.
Exactly, exactly. Do you have, we'll speak again, the only specific numbers, but you got debt? You got things holding you down a little bit from
Just your
spreading your
regular debt,
wings?
car payment,
Okay,
uh,
not too
a
much.
couple bills here and there.
Okay.
We're blessed to be in the position that I am now, but yeah, just usual human debt.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're going to reach out. Again, we'll get into specifics, a little bit of amounts, a little bit of this, the goal, the vision, and we're going to build your damn roadmap, sir. And I'd love to, if you give me permission, I'd love to use you as one of the examples over the next 2, 3 events together to really just, so that by the time, well, what am I trying to achieve here for yourself? Jose, thank you so much, sir. We'll reach out
Thank
soon.
you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you. what am I trying to receive here or trying to achieve here, right? Is basically you leave this course knowing what the hell you want. You're looking at the roadmap of how you're going to get there. You know exactly when to level up. You exactly know when you need to shift. And you also know exactly when to pivot to put more time into crypto. If you only have a certain amount of time you can put in, the goal is to get you to put more time. But realistically, we have debts, we've got amounts. So when you hit a specific target, hey, it's time to free up and put 3 hours more in, right? And the goal is to basically transition you on this roadmap to get you to go full time. Same thing had worked with me in the beginning. I kind of had crypto on the side with my carpentry business, okay? And then I decided to obviously go all in, but I jumped too quickly. And I jumped very fast that I was literally down to my last cent and I could have literally destroyed myself. So I would love, out of my story and my journey, to teach you a better transitioning phase, right? To transition from that life into the crypto life a little bit more smoother, okay? Not have to go and physically throw up like I did multiple times and get smashed so many times, and to do it in a very powerful way over there as well. So let's start off with a couple of things. The first thing I want to start off with here, let me just find out where this is all at here. Give me 2 secs. Okay. 2 secs. Guys, can I have yeses in the chat? We're happy with that. First time ever, I'm doing full examples here. Not just, we're going to write it together, okay? And between Cornelia and Jose, I'd love for them to be open so that we can show and literally build exactly what we're looking for. So, the big part today, guys, is foundation. Okay, we're about to build your empire. So again, you get all these slides, you get the recordings, you get everything to go back on. Right, but let's jump in over here. Can we see screens? Thumbs up. Thumbs up, we can see screens. Amazing. Okay, so building empire. We've got a couple of steps to get there. And this is all the different steps that I'm going to teach you. Okay, and again, do not shortcut the foundation. The work now within the week one within the course, and again, I'm busy shooting Sniper School 2.0, so there's a bunch of new stuff that you're going to see today as well, okay? But what it's basically grounding you for is the foundation work. The biggest problem that traders make or investors make is they kind of skip a little bit of foundation work, therefore they build this tower, and then that one little crack cracks and your entire building falls down. Right? That's the problem. It's because the foundation was not done. You didn't know how to put a stop loss. You didn't know how to have a ledger on your long term. You get hacked. All your money's gone, finished. Right? That's the problem. Is a lot of people will build this wealth. They miss out on the foundation, and basically things start to crash down. So let's go through what the foundation is, and let's go through the starting pillars over here. So the first one on foundation is very, very, very important. Emotional control. Guys, I have spoken and I've showed you guys many times that the emotions run the entire market, right? This is why when you get liquidated, you look at the damn charts and you're like, that came for me because it liquidated me and then went up again. Or it stopped me out and then went up again. How many times does crypto feel personal? It feels like it personally came and hit you, or personally came in that, and it starts to run this within your head. Then you start revenge trading, then you start doing it, and you've got to think of it as a normal daily basis. Right? You wake up in the morning, you have a little bit of a headache. You didn't get much sleep last night. You're a little bit grumpy. You get up, you see there's no coffee. A little bit more grumpy. Right? Then on the way to work, you see you're out of fuel. You get there, gas station doesn't have petrol. You got to go to the next one. Then all of a sudden you get there, you're stuck in a bunch of traffic. Then someone bumps your car in the parking lot, and you just get more angry, more angry, more angry, more angry, and it starts to escalate. Right? That's how the emotions work. And you see that very clearly on the charts. You see how the emotion starts off with the first little red candle. Okay? Then you stump your toe. Then you get stuck in traffic, and then boom, the big event happens. And what it basically is, it starts off slow and then speeds up. Okay, and it's the same way to the upside. You wake up in the morning, your wife is happy with you, your husband's happy with you, great start. You get there in the morning, coffee's great, everything's great. Okay, you get a phone call from a friend, they're coming to visit you, amazing. You get to work, you got a cake on your desk, it's fantastic, right? And you start to speed up. So the way it basically works is trading is the same as your daily life. You guys trade every single day. Okay, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to the amount of coffee you drink, everything is a damn chart. Okay, and if you have control every day of the amount of coffee that you drink, you can have the amount of control with the amount of money you put in. Right? If you have the amount of control for how much water you drink every day, you can have the control of putting in a stop loss. Okay, you trade every single day. It's called discipline, right? It's called the discipline of understanding the structures that you need to protect yourself and understanding the emotions that come out within you. Because crypto is going to bring out emotion in you, right? That you never actually thought that you had. Okay, an example of this is taking a little hit. You'll be quite strong. Okay, I'm good. I get back in. That's cool. But after 3-4 hits, you start to crack. and you start to revenge trade, and then you start to get more angry, and you start to go bigger in, and start to go this, and all of a sudden you start to understand you are extremely gambler's mentality, or you have a little bit of that FOMO, or you have a slight, not addiction, but you have this problem where you can't stop. Okay, things are going bad, you just keep going, and you end up digging yourself a bigger hole to climb out of. And it's the same thing when making money, is you made the money to hit the goal, you made what you needed, but something just didn't sell in you. You just wanted to make more and more and more. It is greed. You don't know how to stop. Okay, and that's what crypto is going to bring out with you. Now, by having the awareness tool is going to take you to another level, because being aware that you are greedy means you have finally accepted that you're greedy, and you can start actually creating structures that won't change you of who you are. That's just going to protect you and play into your strengths and protect you from your weaknesses. Okay, but it's about identifying that. Are you fearful? Do you get panicked out? Did the news now in the last few days make you want to quit crypto completely? Okay, we need to now make you resilient and understand how this basically works. So we start looking at this over here, and we go through again the emotions. It's very clear, right? It starts off slow and it speeds up. So every time you're going to see a pump and you're going to see the market make its way up, you're going to see a slow grind up. Okay, why? Because before it started going up, it obviously had a drop, or it had a bad period, which made people lose faith, either in the token or in the economy or whatever it may be, right? And then people are in this depression phase. It's all a scam. It's all a joke, right? Then all of a sudden, price starts going up with no news, no event, nothing happening. Price starts moving up, and all of a sudden you start getting a little bit of hope. You're like, nah, I don't know if it's real or not. I'm not going to get in, or I'm going to take some profits and stuff. It starts going up even more. Okay, and then you're like, oh no, it's going up, I'm going all in. All of a sudden here, starts chopping. Ooh, you see, it is a scam, I'm getting out. The moment you get out, it starts shooting up again. Okay, but every time here, you could see that markets move on emotion. They start off slow and they speed up very quickly. However, when they speed up is the time that it's going to end. Okay, pumps or dumps. When it starts to move slowly and speeds up, it's going to end, right? That's the bottom. Okay, so what it really teaches you is to fish when no one is fishing. When no one is fishing is the best time for you to be in the market and focused on the market. Because when the market is going sideways, it's basically depressing the market. It's getting people to lose focus, getting people to move bored. And all of a sudden, boom, market wakes up to the up or the downside. And it moves very quickly. So this is the biggest understanding that people in crypto, they come flying in when the markets are moving to the upside and get completely erased when this happens over here. And when this pumps up again, they come flying back in. Okay, so that's already a very simple tool, is tracking the emotions and understanding where where the market is emotionally. So again, when you're seeing downside, it's very clear. Someone bought here, guys. And a lot of people bought here. A lot of people. And to be honest, they probably even borrowed money or sold important things or left their job to go full-time in crypto, okay, because they heard it was going to go to this much and they went in, okay. All of a sudden, they lose 20-30% of their capital. You can imagine that creates anxiety, okay. Then all of a sudden it goes down, it bounces, you're like, okay, I'm going to be okay, and it starts coming down again. You start denying, like the denial starts to hit in hard. It's surreal. Right? And then you start losing 50% of your money. This is panic now. I just left my job. I owe people money. I do these type of things. And then what happens is the capitulation happens. And the capitulation is where you're just down 70% and they're like, what the hell just happened? However, this is not when they leave the markets. This is not when people get panicked out of the market. Where they get panicked out is the sideways, this phase over here. This is where they get destroyed and they lose hope. Okay? Because firstly, the moment you've lost money, okay, like let's say you just lost 70% yesterday, it hurts, but you're still paying attention because you're like, it hurts, I need to see tomorrow what the hell's going. You're still roaring a lot of emotion. But the moment that nothing happens for 3 weeks after that, and it just drains there, you're like, I need to go do something, I need to, and you exit, right? So what you see is you see that depression phase and this anger phase, this is the one that basically really gets people to lose interest and gets people to move out of the market. So they're sideways yet again. Then what happens is we go into disbelief. People don't believe it. Then there's hope, optimism, and then there's belief, right? After belief, thrill, euphoria. Now, let's explain to you the different people that are inside of crypto, because what's very important to understand, let me just see here again where this is over here, is to understand the different types of people that are in crypto. And I want to show you this over here, okay? Only 20% of people actually make money in crypto. Okay, and they make 20% make 80% of the money. Okay, so what that means is if you have 10 million people that come in and put their money in, 20% of that 10 million make 80% of all of that money. Okay, and 80% of the people lose 80% of their money. Okay, that's the stats. Okay, so what I'm here to show you is to show you how to be 20%. That's it. And the main reason of this is the emotion control. Big is what type of emotions do you feed off of? So I created this and I want to show you guys again. Okay, I've spoken about it once or twice, but it's literally, I call it the food train of crypto. Right? And I basically just categorize it. Now, again, I'm not categorizing big wallets. I'm categorizing different types of traders that are inside of this market and how they work emotionally. Okay, what emotions do they feed off? Because the only difference between the traders is the emotions that they feed off, right? Because every time we have had big dumps, FTX collapse, Luna collapse, right? Banks collapsing, we've always bounced. Okay, and it's always marked the bottoms. Why on the biggest news events ever, and it's the worst news and everything that you hear, why is it the bottom, right? Because there is someone buying that fear. Because when someone sees and puts on their TV and they see something's happening or there's war happening, people automatically jump to the biggest conclusion and they are emotional. Okay, and again, I like to see it as just not understanding that they're emotional, but it's really not having respect for your money. Because if you're just going to be emotional and just throw your money and be scared when something happens, you're not going to have conviction behind your money. You're not respecting your money, and therefore, why should you be making a lot of money? Right? But ultimately, the emotions is something that's a big thing. However, there is a category of traders that buy that. They know that panic, remember the COVID crash as well, markets tanked 70% in one day. That was the bottom. Bitcoin went to $4,000 and then went to $69,000 after that. Okay, the worst event ever, the worst thing ever. Okay, there is a certain period of or certain group of people that are buying. Now, why this is going to be so important? Because I'm showing you in the high time frame here, but I'm going to show you as a day trader, as a swing trader, as an investor, you're feeding off the exact same emotions. Exact same emotions, every trade you take, the same patterns, the same style, the same group of people. This is going to teach you, and why I love crypto so much is because you can be an investor, a swing trader, and a day trader at any point. If you know you need to make money next week, you can become a day trader for 3 days. And then after that, you can go back to being an investor. The power of understanding the emotions means that you can adapt into any different type of trade or anything. And what that does is when there's my words are very terrible. When an event happens that just comes out of nowhere, right? And basically this financial stress just comes. The fact that you can just change into a trader to make that specific thing, to get that out of your way and then go back to your normal is powerful. It's empowering. It's incredible. Okay. So again, these emotions are going to teach you on all different aspects. But let's show you here. So I got whales, sharks, dolphins, fish, and shrimps. Okay. Now what's crazy is this dolphin, sharks, and whales, those are the 20%. The 20% that actually make some money in crypto. The whales will make the most, the sharks will make the second most, the dolphins, but nonetheless, this is 20%. Okay? Now, an example, when Bitcoin was sitting at the $60,000 zone, my shows went down to 25 to 30,000 views. Right? Even at some point, 20,000 views was my shows. The moment that we just popped our heads above 60 to 90, I went to 100,000 views. Okay, which means in one certain amount of emotion that expressed itself from the market, we saw 5 times the amount of people come into crypto of one move and one little bit of an emotion being exposed, right? And it's quite crazy to see how fast things start to shift very quickly. Okay, but these over here, 20%. And again, this is people that are fishing when no one's fishing. Okay, and that's one very important thing to understand is when you are taking trades is when no one's taking trades. Okay, when you are exiting trades is when everyone's taking trades. Write that down, put it on your damn wall because it's the truth. When no one is taking trades, you are taking trades. When everyone is taking trades, you are taking profits. Okay, number one, very much rule. So again, 20% of people in over here. And what that is your whales, sharks, and dolphins. Now again, your whales drive off of these emotions. They drive off of capitulation, anger, depression. That's the only time whales buy. Right? But the difference here is when the difference between whales and anyone else, let me show you here, is they understand those emotions because depression is sideways. Okay? Depression takes time. Why? Because it depresses the market, right? No one gets depressed after one loss, but if you make them lose 50 times in a row for 3 weeks to 3 months, you're going to get depressed, right? You're going to be very pissed off and very upset. So depression is an emotion that takes time. Okay, the anger and capitulation is the quick one, but after that's depression. Whales feed on this. It's the only time that they buy, okay, is when the market is in depression phase. Okay, then what you have is your sharks. Now, your sharks, they are the ones that are in the panic, the disbelief, and the hope sort of phases. Right? That's the emotions that they feed off of. They wait for the market to get out of depression, just start to pop through, and the sharks are in. Right? So just understanding what category you're in is really going to set you a bar ahead the rest because no one understands. Okay? So your whales and your sharks are feeding off of the panic, capitulations, anger, depressions, but they also understand that if you are fishing at these areas, you accumulate over a little bit of time. So what that means is your whales and your sharks have the highest patience in the market. Highest. You will always hear the big saying in crypto, money moves from the impatient to the patient. Right? Always. That's what happens. So that means if you want to be a whale and you want to be a shark, it means your patience level, okay, it needs to increase. By the way, I just gave you a hint. Why? Now go watch a podcast on learning how to be patient. Now go pick up a book on how to be patient. I'm going to drop you bombs today and these little things that you're going to hear. You have the choice now to go study those things further on and to go learn those skills. That's all that I did, guys. I didn't look for how do I solve the thing. I looked at 1 or 2 things that I needed to be, and I went and I researched those things to get better, more resilient to how can I be more patient or be a little bit more patient or these type of things. I don't know, stop watching Netflix and go find out, right? Very important. Okay, we jump back over here. Guys, can I have ones in the chat? I got your attention. We got lots to come here. Ones. Let's see. Let them roll. Ones. I want to see that I have your attention. Okay, fantastic. Now, we go back over here. Then what you have is your dolphins. Now, dolphins are not special. They just wait for very high time frame breaks. Okay? So they still make money. But all that they are doing is waiting for a critical area to be broken. For example, there was a very long 3-year trend on Bitcoin. When it broke that trend, dolphins are interested. Okay? Which means that they are not there to catch the bottom, not there to catch the top. They are there when they are certain the market is turning on a high time frame break. They are certain that it's going to turn. Okay? And they sell off before the major tops. They are not there to catch the bottoms, not there to catch the top. They're just there to make money in between. So they make money, but the least amount out of the 3 categories. Okay? And they feed very much off of these over here, which is the market starts going. So for example, a dolphin would have entered when Bitcoin broke the all-time highs. That's when a dolphin would have entered. They would have waited for the market to really show that it was going to happen and then got in. Okay, and that's a dolphin over there, and they'll sell later on. So dolphins are over there. Now, the interesting part is fish and shrimps. Okay, this is the sad reality that a lot of people in crypto are fish and shrimps. Not that they don't have more money than in each other. No, they think like fish and shrimps. What fish and shrimps are is anything that pumps, they want. Anything. Okay, if that coin is in belief and it's already gone up 500%, for example, I saw thousands of people Twitter message me when XRP pumped, and they all wanted to buy it. And so many people bought XRP at $3 again, or 2.5. So many, right? Those are fish and shrimps. They basically, when something has gone parabolic, they heard it from a friend, it's amazing, and they come in. But what's also the difference in mentality behind fish and shrimps is they want to be rich overnight. Okay, now again, I'm going to tell you guys, I managed to make money in a year in crypto. I managed to really change my life over 2 to 3 years, and now I'm at a point where I'm just grateful and I just want to give back for the rest of my life, right? But that is not a long time to get rich. That is not a long time. I know I'll never, you can put me to 0 tomorrow, and I'll be able to build it all back because I learned how to do it. Okay, and for that, I can sleep every single night and never be stressed. So the difference between the whales and where they're at is the mentality of they buying and know it's going to take time for the market to rise up again, okay, versus the fish and shrimp, they wait for something to go up 400% and they come in, right? Now, the sad reality about this, okay, the sad reality about this is the fish and shrimp, so look at the difference again. Your whales and your sharks, they buy panic, capitulation, anger, depression, disbelief, hope. Right? Your fish and shrimp, they buy belief, thrill, euphoria. So the only difference between these two is the different emotions that they are buying. Okay? But the sad thing is this. If you look at the other side of this, you see this green one over here? This is your whales, sharks, and your whales, sharks, and your dolphins, right? They sell on these emotions. So again, you need to put this on the wall and put this in your rule book. I will buy capitulation, anger, depression, disbelief. I will sell belief, thrill, euphoria. Okay? Because that is the biggest thing. When this market's going sideways, the whales are in. When it starts to accelerate up like this, the whales start exiting. Why? Because there's a lot of volume, everyone's flying in, and again, I just want to show you this over here again, that in this phase here, let's go back here, this is when, let's find it again, 2 secs, okay, here we go. This is when 80% of the market come in. So you see this over here. Here is 1 million people, all of a sudden, here is 5 million people, okay? Fish and shrimp make up 80% of the market, okay? And this 20% sells into that 80%, okay? So when the market starts rising up into the belief and thrill, your whales start exiting. Why? Because that's the emotions that they sell, right? Then, this is the scary part, this is where your fish and your shrimps are buying in, right? Now all of a sudden the market turns, starts to come down. Now let's go show what happens when it starts to come down, right? When it starts to come down, here is your damn fish. They sell on panic, denial, okay? And your shrimps sell on capitulation, anger, depression. Okay, so all you are seeing here is they were willing to buy here, but after they lost, they cannot handle denial, they cannot handle panic, and your fish start exiting. And the moment that the market capitulates and gets angry and depressing, there goes your shrimp. And your poor shrimp literally bought over here, and we've seen this many times, they bought over here, and they quit crypto over here. Massive, massive, massive. It's scary, and it's actually sad. That's why I teach schools every month, because I want to teach the world to say, hey, stop being manipulated so bad. It's a game. It's a trick. Okay, stay strong. It's a game. You can get good at a game. You can all get good at games on your phones. You can get good at trading, right? It's nothing different. Just stop being emotional and understand that the market does this, and this is where it wants to flush you out. And that's why I stay bullish. You know, when the markets were rallying 3 months ago, I was bearish, right? Okay, why? Because I saw the euphoria. I saw meme coins go through the roof. I saw everything happening. Okay, and then everyone's asked, the market's been coming down for 2 months now, and I've been bullish on every single. Why? Because the emotions are playing out. I choose to be a shark. I choose to be a whale. I choose to be a dolphin. Right? I don't choose to be the other side. So yes, I may take short-term losses, but I'm learning and understanding the correct time to be focused to get within these markets. Okay? Now, the next thing that's important as well is these emotions play out on all time frames, which means if you want to be a day trader, right? You want to make money today. What emotions must you see? Now, the next thing that I want to show you guys, here we go. What emotions do you want to see? You want to see anger, depression. When you see a token, okay, has dropped like this, and then is doing this, you are getting ready. As a day trader, you are getting ready to buy and long that thing, okay? And when the market is tanked, pushed up and going slow like this, you are getting ready to short that thing, okay? Why? Because you are shorting the correct time frames here, or the correct emotional state, right? So again, the different time frames is super important to understand. So let me explain to you what this looks like. Time frames on the top here, guys. It's very important. We get into charting next week, but I want to explain this to you so you understand it now. These time frames is showing you Bitcoin in different data aspects. You're looking at different amounts of data from Bitcoin. You are not looking at a different coin. You're not looking at different values. You're looking at time frames. Okay, so what it basically tells you is you've got all these indicators. You have the RSIs, you have the trend lines, you have all these type of things. Okay, but if you don't understand time frames, you're gonna get very confused. So a 1 hour time frame gives you data for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so that means if you're looking at a 1 hour time frame, you are not going to make an investment, okay, because it's the wrong time frame. But it's perfect if you want to make money for the next 24 hours. If you want to make a quick $50 because you've got to pay rent or you've got to pay something, okay, 24 to 48 hours is the 1 hour chart. The 4 hour chart tells you 3 to 5 days. Okay, the 8 hour chart is the 5 to 8 days. The 12 hour is the 2 weeks. The daily is the month. The weekly is 3 to 6 months, and the monthly is a year to 2 years. Okay, so the data is just showing you the time frame of what you're looking at. So the time frame is, if you want to make money in 5 days because you've got a big week ahead of you of work, but you want to make some money on the side, but you don't have a lot of time to focus on the screen, you trade the 4-hour chart. Not the daily, not the weekly, the 4-hour. And if the 4-hour RSI is at the bottom, you're getting ready to buy. But again, what are you waiting for? Depression, anger, right? So now that you know that, let's jump back in. And again, you will get all these different time frames, but let's jump back in now. And let's go look at the 4-hour. Can I have in the chat, what emotions is the 4-hour printing right now? Show me in the chat. I'm going to bring a chat up over here. Let's see. What emotions are we seeing right now on the 4-hour? Let's go down. Let's see a lot of chats flying over here. Okay? Exactly. Anger. Anger is what we're seeing. I see a lot of people saying the fear, depression, nearly depression. Okay? Not yet. Reason is, market only tanked yesterday. So what does that mean? If you go here to the charts here, what is that? That's your capitulation anger, right? Because it's fast, it's still moving. What still has to come? Okay, so what it's teaching you now is it's teaching you that, okay, so the 4-hour chart is now going to depression. So it's very likely that this is going to do this. And then what's going to happen? Fantastic. So as a trader and someone that wants to make money in the next couple of days, you now know, okay, this is important. So what do? I put my trend line. Again, I'll show you TA next week, but just an example. There's my trend. Okay, and I'm going to allow this thing to go into depression. However, when the depression starts ending over here, which means I go do my job, I don't pay attention, I put an alarm bell on this line over here. When this line starts to break and we start exit here, it's time to trade. Okay, by knowing this, it's going to teach you not to waste ammo. Because what happens if you buy now and then it goes down and it stops you out? Okay, you lose 10%. Okay, cool. Then it goes up, comes down. You lose 10%. You lose 10%. By the time this thing goes up, you've lost 40% trying. Why? Because the market is in depressing state. It's not ready to go up yet. Okay? But after another day or two of sideways like this, it's ready to go up again. So instead of wasting your ammo right now, just be patient. Remember, what's the difference between whales and fish is the patience level, because you're not here to be a gambler. Okay? Otherwise, go to the casino. You get a free drink, red or black, go to the casino. Right? But if you have to be an accurate trader, you trade a little bit less, a little bit more patience, and you become good. So by the fact that you're knowing this, you'll see that by trading emotions alone, you can become a very good investor and a trader. And again, what will happen next? Let's say now, let's paint out pure emotions here. This starts to go sideways here, a little bit of depression. Then what happens? Disbelief, hope, brrr. So again, when we start exiting this phase, you're interested. When it speeds up, you are taking your profits on your trade. Why? Because you know how the emotions play out. You know that the emotions start off slow and they speed up. And when it speeds up, we get near the end. So again, guys, I will go through a lot of this next week, but can I have yeses in the chat? We get it. We understand it. So I can move to the next topic. Yeses, yes, yes. It's fantastic. Okay, let's jump to the next piece. The next piece is, okay. Let me just get it over here. Why are you not sharing? Why are you not sharing? Okay, give me 2 secs. Give me 2 secs. Okay. Give me 2 secs, guys. Just getting this to load up. Why is it not loading up? Okay, slowly get it there. Give me 2 secs. Okay, there we go. I think we're back. I think my signal's a bit crappy. Okay, let's jump back in. Okay. Can you see my screen, Job? Okay, you got it. Fantastic. So again, 20%. Which one are you guys going to be? You're going to be 20%, right? No more than 80% lose your money crap. All you got to do is understand the power of your emotions, right? Then we get into the next part. So again, if you look at the course and the structure, when you're into the week 0 and the week 1, what am I teaching you there? The first thing is I'm teaching the emotions, right? We've just seen that now. As a day trader, as an investor, everything, follow the same emotions. Okay? Which means actually, and I just want to show you one more thing, it's actually a terrible time to invest in Bitcoin. Okay, just off what I taught you. To invest in Bitcoin itself, not the best time. Why? Look at this. Where is Bitcoin on the cheat sheet? Where is it right now? It's in belief, right? Which means if you wanted to buy Bitcoin right now, what category are you falling under? Why is this so bad, man? Okay, 6. What category are you falling under? If you're going to buy belief, okay, you are falling under the slight dolphin into fish, okay, which means that Bitcoin is actually a terrible time to invest in Bitcoin, right? Because as an investor, you want to rarely buy panic, capitulation, anger, depression. So again, if this decided to do this and drop down, then you're really interested. Until then, not really. But let's go look at what is on special, right? Let's go look at what is in different phases of the market. This is why I'm not sitting here and telling you guys, oh, I need to plug my laptop in. Okay, but this is why I'm saying alt season, alt season, alt season. It's a no-brainer because look at where the altcoins are. The altcoins are in whale and shark territory, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is expensive at this point, and to be honest, we've lost the investment entries. But when it comes to altcoins, I'm just going to keep talking while I put this on charge here. But when it comes to the actual altcoins, and understanding where the altcoins are, they are at the perfect emotional part to understand that this is when you invest in altcoins. This is when the whales and the sharks are buying within altcoins, okay, and not retail. Not fish and shrimp are entering at this phase. So again, if you like AVAX and you like these type of tokens, you understand exactly where you're buying this emotionally right now, okay? If you go look at things like ETH, this is where ETH is at. ETH is still falling under the areas of the shark and the whales. Okay, so just by knowing that makes a very, very, very big difference, and it's going to save you a lot. And that's why I'm very focused on the altcoins. Okay, now again, into this week, what am I doing? Teaching you emotional strength. The next thing is the risk management, right? It is so important to understand the amount of money you're putting into things. Okay, and this is the next sheet that I'm going to give away to you guys as well, is how much money to actually put into spot and long term. And if you've got a $500 account to a $1,000 account, guys, there's nothing wrong. And the very simple rule is like this. 70% for me as a standard goes into long-term investing. You only trade it on weekly and monthly charts. Okay, you're only buying and selling 2 to 3 times a year. It makes you a lot of money over time. Okay, because these things do 10x in crazy runs. Solana was $8, it went to $300. Okay, insane amounts of gains that come just through patience. 20% will run off of the 4-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour charts. You just want to make some money in the month. And the 10% is your degen, where you're trading daily. You're there to push and do these things. By understanding that, very important to know that you cannot go and put 70% into just these meme coins and things like that. Very important. So the risk management part is super important. Then you need an analyzing system. Now, analyzing system is to tell me how good you are. Tell yourself how good you are. You have a trading journal, right? Whenever you are stuck. Because I showed you the emotions, how the emotions play out on the weekly, monthly, 1 minute, 15 minutes, that's all the same, right? If you are ever stuck with your investing and trading, I want you to go take $10, okay, and I want you to go to the leverage platform. You don't have to take leverage. You can just go on a 1x, right? 1x, you don't have to take any leverage, but it's a nicer place to trade. A lot more understanding. You see your position, it's a lot simpler, okay? And I want you to go trade 10 trades, okay? And I want you to jot down those trades. I want you to basically say, I bought here, I got stopped out, or I won the trade, right? And what you'll see is you'll see repetition. You will see that you've maybe lost 5 times, all for the exact same reason. Okay, you were putting a stop loss in the same place, okay, or you weren't doing this. And by the way, you know, who gets stopped out a lot, guys? I get stopped out and the market goes up. Can I have yeses in the chat? Let me know, who gets stopped out a lot in crypto? I get stopped out all the time, then the market goes up after, okay? Okay, cool. So what your trading journal will teach you is why don't you put a buy order where you would put your stop loss, right? Because if you're so consistent at getting stopped out, couldn't you be so good at buying? Because you get stopped out and the market goes up. So instead of the next time you're going to enter a trade, you're going to put your stop loss there, just go put a limit order at your stop loss and you become a good trader, right? And what I'm trying to tell you here is you have an analyzing system, which is your trading journal, and it is there to help you upgrade whenever you need it. Now, again, me physically, I use a trading journal when I need to, when I'm struggling with trading. Okay, because I need to be honest with myself. If I'm bumping my head on the same branch, if I don't see it physically, I don't know that I'm bumping my head on the same branch. I think it's something wrong with me. I think the market's crap. I blame everyone else. Okay, I don't look in the mirror and I don't take any responsibility. But the moment I put up a damn trading journal and I see I'm a dumb, like, I just did that same thing 4 times and I lost the same amount of money 4 times. Maybe if I just turn that a little bit and you'll see it, all of a sudden you'll change your results. Okay, so the trading journal is there. And again, if you want to figure out your problem quickly, you jump to a short time frame and you just put $10 in and you go trade 10 times. And you'll see how you panic out, and you will start to see your problems. So analyzing is such a powerful thing. Why? Because you want to learn how to invest and trade like a robot. In order to do that, you need to know your data. I need to know if you trade right now, how many out of 10 do you get correct? Okay? How much money do you lose and how much do you make? Because again, a good trader gets 3 to 5 out of 10 correct. A very good trader. Okay? A bad trader will get the sense of 1. Okay, but a good trader is 3 trades. Why? Because you learn something called risk to reward. Risk to reward teaches you that every investment and every trade that you take, you need to make sure that your risk is a lot less than your reward. Okay, so again, jumping back over here, why do I think it's terrible to buy Bitcoin? Because let's look at it. Let's face the facts on Bitcoin. Let's go here and let's face the facts over here. If I look at where Bitcoin is right now, let's go look at where was the worst scenario of Bitcoin in the last cycle. Let's say down here, right? So look at the risk. Okay, that's the risk. Now let's go look at the best. Let's go look at, okay, Bitcoin goes to $200,000, which is huge, by the way, right? We're creeping up to gold faster than ever. But let's say, okay, so that's the best, that's the worst. Okay, now I take this damn risk to reward tool, the long tool, and I pop it in, and I drop this down, and I drop this down over here. Okay, guys, go to the casino because this is a gambler's entry. Why? Because you can lose just as much as you can make. Risk to reward teaches you that if you're going to buy something, okay, your risk needs to be small and your gains need to be large. That's why Bitcoin, it can come down to 50K again, and that's why it's not worth buying it right now. Okay. However, if we go look at something in the example of AVAX again, let's go look at AVAX now and say, okay, because again, an investor's not there to buy the exact bottom. They're there to make money. It's very simple. But let's go here. Let's go look at the worst scenario. Let's go to the bear markets. Okay. And let's go to the best scenario. That's best scenario. Let's go half of the best scenario. 1 to 5. That's a great risk to reward. That's when you know that you can invest and trade and your risk is down. And the only time that you get those damn entries, okay, is when the market is depressed. Remember, the market gets depressed because it came down 70%. It's not pumping anymore, right? But you're catching it 70%. Okay, so that means your risk has gone like this. It's the best time to buy. It's the best time to get in. And that's why it's so sad to see everyone fly out when crypto's dumped, but they come flying in when it's pumped up. And the moment that it's pumped, your risk has gone through the roof, because the more that that token goes up, your risk is just getting more and more and more and more and more and more. So risk to reward is another very powerful thing to be understanding as well as the investor, as a trader. And again, it summarizes down to the emotions again, buying the right emotions and selling the right emotions as well as having the analyzing system that is there to track you. And if you're ever stuck, you have a trading journal to help you with that. Then the next thing that's super important before I jump on to the next slide is a rule system. Okay, it's very simple. You need to start becoming a little bit observant of yourself. Okay, and I'm going to be very honest here. I have a very bad addictive personality. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So what that basically means for me is if I don't protect myself, I will ride an account from $1 million to 0. Because I'll be so, like if I lose from $1 million to 800 to 600, I will get so much into revenge trading, okay, that I'll ride it to 0. It's the fact. It's the truth. Okay, and I can't deny it at all. It's in my blood. It's just how I am. And it's the same thing when things are going up. When I've had $1 million, let's talk $1,000, and I've taken to $10,000, I want 20. I want 30. I know that about myself. Okay, I get addicted to the thrill and the dopamine. That's just where I'm at. So that means that my actual rule systems are very strict on myself. Okay, the first thing is I don't trade with a lot of money. I trade with more accounts. So if I have $10,000, because I have an addictive personality, I know that I can do damage if I'm in the wrong mindset. So what I did is I'm only allowed to trade 10% at a time and leave the rest as backup accounts. Okay? So if I get wrecked on the one and the markets come down, I can go again. The next thing that's very important for me as well is the learning when to stop. Okay? So if I take 2 losses, I have to take a 2-day break. Have to. Because if I don't, I wreck myself. And if I win, I have to take a 2-day break. Because otherwise, I've just made all this money and I go straight back in because the dopamine hits in and I want to go back in again and I end up giving it all back. And the worst thing is I've lost money in crypto, okay? But the harder thing is that I've lost a lot of money that I made, okay? So in the beginning, I lost 90% of my money when I entered crypto, more, 98% of my money, okay? But after that, I made millions of dollars, guys. And I don't mean like I did. And I gave up to $4 million back to the market. Do you know how that kept me up? Because I never had money before, and I gave back to the market, right? And that for me was way harder to accept and acknowledge. So again, 2-day break from when I've taken my wins because I give all the money back because the market is designed to do so. So a rule system is super, super, super important. Okay, let's jump to the next one over here. Can I have yes in the chat? Making sense? Making sense. Okay, fantastic. Okay, let's jump in. So again, rule system and then portfolio management. Very, 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 very important. Now, let's go through a couple of things again. Your sharks and your fish. I just simplified it. So your sharks means your whales and all of that, and your fish is just, it's the two separate. Remember, the one is 20% sharks, and the fish is 80%, they lose their money. Key things, very patient, sharks. More accurate, trade less, more patient, right? Very disciplined. Guys, discipline is the hardest thing. I struggle with it every damn day of my life. My team, I probably drive them nuts, okay? Because Sheldon's so undisciplined at times, okay? But again, what it does is it gives me the understanding that I need to get better at discipline. So what do I have right now on that table is literally a book on discipline. I'm literally watching podcasts. I'm making myself better, okay? Because I understand the traits that I need, okay? It's not just going to happen. I'm not just going to become a millionaire and the biggest TA show in the world by nothing, okay? So discipline, a very strong plan. This is something very important that I'm going to speak to you guys about now. Paying attention when no one is paying attention. So this is powerful, guys. Fish when no one's fishing, okay? And they're the ones that buy FUD and buy big news events. Big dumps, big that. Sharks are in. Fish are not patient, way too emotional. They literally wing it. How many people just come into crypto and say, I'm going to try and make some money? They don't know how much money they want to make. They don't know when they're going to take profit. They don't know nothing, okay? They have no plan. That's why they get wrecked, okay? Then they're there when the markets are pumping, but quit when the markets are bad. They panic out on FUD and news events. Okay, now, the next thing that I want to show you guys, which is very important. Okay, so this is the different type of traders. Now, what you're about to learn, guys, what I'm about to teach you is very exclusive to the next school, okay? And I think it's going to change everything for you because I've now explained trading journals and I explained these type of things. Let's simplify things a lot more, especially as you're going to learn charting now, right? Your next week now and your content is charting. And the next session, we're only going to chart, right? I'm going to teach Cornelia and Jose to chart like machines, right? That's what we're going to focus on is the charting, okay? But I'm also going to teach you how to chart your finance, okay? And I'm going to teach you that you are the boss of your finances, and I'm going to teach you how to know the outcomes if you don't make certain decisions correctly. And it's gonna, you know why I love charts very much is because it told me the truth if I liked it or not, right? As much as I believed, rest of this doesn't matter. When the chart is telling you something is weak and volume's coming in, it's going down if you like it or not, right? So the honesty is what really helped me a lot. Now, what that looks like, and I want to show you guys this over here. Just bring it up. Here we go. Okay. You got 4 different types of journeys you're going to put yourself through. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you, and I want you guys to tell me in the chat right now, once I've explained this, which one are you? Are you option A, B, C, or D? You have a choice of how you're going to make money in this market. Okay. So what that basically means is you have this big goal. You have this dream, right? Jose, you want $1 million, right? You want $1 million? Yes. Cornelia, you want $1 million? You want $1 million, right? Okay, cool. Now, we need to basically build, we know the goal, right? It's there at the top, cool. Now we need to know that there's steps to that goal and there's steps to get there, right? Because again, what changed my entire life was instead of, I put so much pressure on myself to make all this money to get out of the crap, okay? I didn't realize that by trading everything individually and a little bit more I broke things down to smaller bites, I achieved things way faster than what I ever thought I could. Because I look back and I'm like, wow, I just did 20 steps. Where previously I was trying to do one jump of 20 steps. And that's why I was failing, right? It's the understanding of doing that. Now you have an option to do that. So for example, we've got $1,000 now. We've got to get to 5. We've got to get to 10. We've got to get to 20. We've got to do this. You've got these steps to get there. Now there's going to be different options that you're going to take to get there. Okay. And this is how people's trading journeys look. Option A is the understanding that you have a plan and you have targets of what you got to hit to get to the main target, right? Which means that, for example, your daily stock's at the bottom now, everything's at the bottom now, you're ready to get in, you get in. You turn your $1,000 into $3,000. You are out. Why? Because your stock's at the top, market's euphoria, you're out. Then you also know, oh, it's going to take a couple of days for that RSI and for the market to come down again. So I'm only going to trade again in 2 weeks. Discipline, right? But in that time, what that basically means is you went from $1,000 to $3,000. Now what it's telling you, you mustn't make or lose any money now. Why? Because you are waiting for the stocks to get to the bottom again. You're waiting for the right emotions to do it again, right? So it's telling you to go sideways, okay, and not do anything with your money until your signals trigger again to go do it again, okay? And what this looks like is it looks like a journey of you to your $1 million. It looks like this. It looks like steps, the correct way to make money. Right? If you go zoom out on Bitcoin over the last 10 years or 20 years or how old it is, you'll see that that's what it looks like, right? It went from $0 to $50 and then went to $200, $1,000. You'll see how it played out. But that's how you want to make money. Now, it doesn't mean, I'll explain to you now, the sideways period here, there is something to do, and I'll explain that to you in a sec. But nonetheless, option A is the best structured way to make money. Is to basically make money, take a break, make money, take a break, make money, take a break, not caring about Sheldon says we're going to the moon tomorrow. Screw that. Done with FOMO, done with emotions now. You are strict, you are stuck to your rules. Option B is you lose a little bit of money. So you make 1,000 to 3,000, okay, and then you lose 30% of it. Then you make it again, and that's how you make your money, right? Then, and this again is 20% of the market that makes money. Now let's go speak about the 80% that lose money, right? Whose accounts look like this? You went from $1,000 to $2,000 back to $1,000 or back to $1,200. And now you're basically sitting just a little bit in profit or maybe even a loss, right? Why? Because they never sell. They never get out. They have no game plan. They have no idea when to stop. So they just go rich, broke, rich, broke, rich, broke, rich, broke, until one day it wipes them out completely. And that's where option D comes. This is option D. Done. You get in, you got no plan, you get wrecked, you get destroyed, done, boom, down to the bottom over here. So what it teaches you is it teaches you that your finances and your journey is a damn chart too, right? If we go look at where Bitcoin started this rally, and I want to go back over here, okay, let's go here and let's go back to the weekly. Why is Bitcoin sitting at this area over here? Because you're going to learn charting now in the next week, but it's very simple, okay? Firstly, it got out of the depression phase. Secondly, it went up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways. Sustainability. Okay? When something just goes up, it's going to end. Okay? And that's the important thing to understand, that you go up, sideways, up, sideways. So again, by understanding these different topics here, let's go back. Where is that one? There we go. You should understand the different options that you have a choice to become a trader. Now, let's show you the next thing over here. So again, you have a very structured trader, you have a structured trader, then you have an emotion trader and a very emotional trader. Okay, which one are you? From today, choose which one you're going to be. Stop listening and telling what anyone tells you in the world. You need to decide which one you're going to be, okay? And you need to understand what that looks like. Now, let's go down over here and let me show you a damn example, okay? Here, stage one. Stage one is what? Basically, us starting from the bottom now. I got $1,000. I want to start today. So the first goal here is, okay, let's set yourself a goal. Learn the basic skills to grow an account. This will grow knowledge and your confidence, okay? So for example, you want to grow $1,000 to $2,000, right? That's your first step. Before you think about $1 million, before you think of anything like that, 1,000 to 2,000. Why? Because what that does is it's going to give you a topic to focus on. It's going to make you look at Sheldon shows and do schools and really understand, how the hell do I turn 1,000 into 2,000? And you're going to be focused to do so, right? Now, after 3, 4, 5 weeks, you get it right. And again, guys, week 3, make sure you're here for all the events, because week 3, I teach you businesses. I teach you that, 1,000 to 2,000, it's quite tough. What happens if you open a small 10% leverage? I teach you how to get there a lot quicker, right? I teach you the strategies, very powerful. But nonetheless, in theory, 1,000 to 2,000. Now, all of a sudden, you get to 2,000. What's important now is to stop. Now, why is it important to stop? Because you need to understand that stage, the next stage. So stage 1 to stage, Jeff, we didn't do this right, but we'll do it again. We'll explain it, okay? But basically, This stage 1 is to push up, get to your major targets. This sideways here is to upgrade. Why? Because the same strategy that was used from stage 1 to stage 2 is different from stage 2 to, oh, this is confusing me. Okay. But let me show you here. So what this means. Okay. So stage 1, get the couple of 1,000 to 2,000. Then once you've done it, now you need to focus on, okay, I've achieved the first target. I now know how to grow money. Okay, now what is stage 2? Stage 2 is, let's make $50 a day. Okay, so now stage 2, now why all of a sudden do you want to make $50 a day? Because I want you to put more time into crypto. So firstly now, because if you can make money daily within crypto, you can start looking at this as a job. Okay, and you can start looking at, hey, I can start putting more time into crypto if I can start making. You already learned how to make money from 1,000 to 2,000, but now let's turn this into a business, right? Let's turn this into something that pays you daily or pays you weekly. You know, and if you start making $500 a week, hey, you're starting to make some income now, which means that for your overall goal, because you're not just chasing $1 million, you're chasing to be free, right? You're chasing to make sure that you have time for your family and to be a dad, Jose, and to be a family member and to be there, right? You're choosing to do those things as well. So my stage 2 all of a sudden is now for me, how do I learn to do $50 a day? Which means that when I've made my 1,000 to 2,000 and I must go sideways and wait for my RSIs to go down, you better go study, okay, on how to make $50 a day and how to take $2,000 now and break it up, and you need to make a 2% trade a day to do it. How do you long? How do you short? But what it's doing is it's turning your focus, and it's telling you that you need to upgrade for 2-3 weeks. While you're waiting for your next trade, you need to go get better at something. And what you're going to do is you're going to learn that there's a stage where you're making money. And why am I saying this? Because if you are not studying to make yourself better right now, and that's why I'm so proud of all of you for doing school right now. But if you are not getting better when the market's not offering you money, you are wasting time. Because the way I think of it now is when Bitcoin goes back up again and alts go back up again, I am so much smarter than what I was 6 months ago. I'm going to kill it. And I'm just planning, not about licking my wounds and being sad about my losses. I'm over that already. I'm about, how the hell am I going to crush it now because I'm smarter? What can I prepare better? What can I study? And you upgrade in that phase. Then you go from that phase, then you make $50 a day. Then after that, and I'll show you the next one here. Okay, so again, guys, it's a lot of information. You will get all of this, okay? And you'll have time to digest it all. But then again, so stage 2, $50 a day in a low-risk way. No leverage, no nothing. How do I make it on spot? How do I make it without? So I know that it's consistent. So if one day I want to go full-time crypto, I'm not risking. I'm not a gambler, okay? Leverage, I can get wiped out. So how do I make $50 a day sustainably? And not taking risks and gambles every single day. How do I do it correctly? That is your stage 2. Then you go into stage 3. Okay, I've achieved that now. How do I make sub-businesses to help grow my account quicker? I have debt, $5,000, but I got $500 now. How can I grow 500 to 5,000? Maybe do I start looking at a little bit of leverage strategies? So again, now that you've achieved step 2, you have an upgrade period. But while you're waiting for the next trades to come through, go get better at something else. And what this is going to do is it's going to become this beautiful roller coaster of you making money, studying, making money, studying. And not only are you going to become a damn millionaire, you're going to be a smart person too, and you're going to be able to do this for the rest of your life. Can I have yeses in the chat? Makes sense? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Makes sense. Okay, that was a lot to digest. Lot to digest. Let's jump over there. Okay, yes is in the chat. Is it good? Making sense. Okay, so the way it's going to work now. Okay, so remember, guys, I told you that the next one, the trades will be ready for the next stream. So on Tuesday, make sure again, if you have a Bitfunded account, if you have a CoinW account, if you have any of the exchanges, we have everything below. Get your bonuses because we are taking trades next week. Okay, we are taking trades together. Then what we're doing as well is Cornelia and Jose, I'm going to send them questionnaires, okay, to them privately. They're going to fill out them out, and then I'm going to give all the questionnaires out to you guys next week. So you can go do all the questions yourself. Then what we're going to do is we're going to teach them how to chart next week, and we are basically going to start breaking down off of their answers. I'm going to show you their stage 1, their stage 2, their stage 3. Then I'm also going to show you which coins to trade, what time frames to trade, what indicators do you use. I'm going to give the thing. So it's time that we are done with this journey together. They are going to have the entire plan and everything. Literally, I built it all. I was sitting here. It was crazy. We got, is Marietta here on the call here? She's like, Sheldon, we need more engagement. And I was like, because we're busy planning for Sniper School 2.0. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Let me start the exciting stuff that I've been wanting to teach for so long, and let's do it. And I literally designed everything you just saw now. Jiv over there literally designed this now in the last, here's Jiv. There's Jiv. We literally did this in the last 2 hours, guys. I'm telling you, from 1 o'clock, we literally built all of this, all the slides you just saw, everything. It just came out and it's like, boom, let's go. So again, I want you guys to have all of this so that you have this beautiful folder next to you. You have the incredible things that are next to your workspace wherever you are trading, and we're going to damn dominate. Okay, lots of love. So again, get your trading sides, your trading stuff ready. Who wants a Bitfunded account? I got 5. I'm going to give Jose and Cornelia 1 each. You each got a Bitfunded account. Okay, who else? Who else? What's the best way? I can choose here. I'm going to drive the team nuts, but let's do it just because I'm sure that I'm joking. But let's see. Okay. Who else? What? Oof, it's tough to choose here. Okay, let's go. Chantal. Skulk, if I'm saying that right. You get a Bitfunded account. Let's give Mono Jackson on top over there. And let's give, is it Michael Zieghorst? I'm saying it right. I don't know. There, you get a Bitfunded as well, sir. Okay, make sure, guys, if you guys don't, if anyone's going to dip their toes into leverage, start on Bitfunded. Trust me, don't go use all your money. Prop funding is the best way to do it. Okay, now let's bring up the team and you can bring on the questions. Guys, from my side, ask the team, best team in the world, Sniper Club team over here. From my side, I hope you enjoyed the session. I put my heart out here, put my everything in, and know that I give a crap. And just stay with me on the shows, stay with me on the journey, and let's kick butt together. So lots of love from my side. Okay, Jeff, we must
Can't hear you, Jeff.
You're muted.
Hello, everybody. Hello. You're unmuted, Jeff. Unmute.
Yes. No, we can't hear you.
There we go.
Oh, Bruce, there we go. You're there.
Hello.
Lots of love, guys.
Thank
Love
you so
Sheldon.
much, Sheldon, bringing this new exciting element to freaking school. This is like really, really exciting, guys. I'm so excited to see how this is going to go, especially for the 2 that got the opportunity. But just before we carry on, I just want to let you just simmer on those golden nuggets that Sheldon gave you. Remember, personal development is extremely important when you're a trader. So when you can see that there's something that you're not good in, like Sheldon said, discipline, then you go and read about it. You go do podcasts. You go check it out. Go make yourself the better version to become a better trader as well. Keep that in mind. And then I just want to share a screen with you guys quickly. Sorry, just quickly want to share this with you guys. So Sheldon, can you guys see? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So Sheldon did explain to you all that he uses more than one account when he does his portfolios. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown. Here's Mexi. Here's one account that we can use. And there's a $20 sign up bonus. So if you just sign up, there's $20 for you guys to go and do what he told you to do with the $10 trades. There's an opportunity for you to do that right now. Then we also have another one, TapBit. There is $180 that you guys can get, but only a $30 register bonus. But TapBit also has a demo account, and you guys can go and do what Sheldon asked you to do with the $10. If you don't have money right now and you want to just go and try it out, they have a demo account for you guys to go try it out. And they've got 3 tickers there, Bitcoin, I think it was ETH and Sol that they've got that you can trade. So it's actually, it gives you the opportunity to trade without using your own money. And then you can get your feet in there and just feel how it feels and start those journals, what he was speaking about. And then obviously you all know about Bitfunded. Bitfunded is a platform. If you guys don't have money, you've got limited amount of money to play with. Here is an opportunity for you to play with only $79, and you can trade with 5,000, but it comes with a 2-step. You have to do the 2-step. You have to like pass an 8% trade and a 5% trade before they give you access to the $5,000 to trade with. Then whatever you make, 90% is yours. And then, guys, obviously, Sniper Club, free trial, 14 days. Like Sheldon suggested, just do the cohort first, then take the opportunity to take the 14-day free trial and come and join the entire school team that's here is also in club. So guys, don't miss out that opportunity. And today we are only going to be taking 3 questions, only 3. And keep in mind, I know, keep in mind, I got a little bit of in trouble for so many questions. We're only doing 3. Keep in mind, everyone else, microphones off so that we can hear everyone clearly. Also, screens on. I can see everyone's screens are on. And then if you guys have any questions, please go to the Discord, go ask in the school Discord, anything else that is not trading relevant. This is trading relevant, and 1 question each, please. Thank you. But anyway, I'm going to introduce you this side to OG Jason and OG Bruce.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Good morning.
Great to see everybody again.
I love it that we're from the opposite end of the world. Jason's on the southern tip of the world, all the way over that way, and I'm on this part of the world over that way, and yet we are together, joining hands with you. I love this. I just love it.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how huge this stretches. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, we're gonna go to sleep now, and you literally just woke up now. So
Well,
it's amazing.
Barely. I'm still working on the coffee.
Okay, well, let's start the questions. Day Curry, I'm going to bring you on. Just remember to unmute yourself.
Hey, Day.
We can't hear you.
Hold on, you got to unmute.
Just unmute yourself.
Okay, let's try here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, super exciting. I actually started doing the course, and I told Jose about that. We're good buddies, so I'm happy that he won that. But yeah, I was just really interested in what he was saying, because he was talking about how we're trying to make sure that we're buying in the the depression. I don't really have any specific questions. I'm just interested to see what coins that he's going to recommend right now in this time, because it is really hard to buy. So maybe it's more mindset thing of like trying to use this time to buy, because I've been trying to figure out, doing a little bit of trades, like what should we get into, what everything looks like it's going down. Is this a good time to buy? Should I hold it? Should I day trade? Just kind of like mindset behind that stuff is a good question I kind of have.
Sure. Jay, you want to jump in? By the way, are you from LA? Is that an LA hat you got?
No, I'm from Tennessee, but I'm an LA Dodgers fan.
Okay. All right. In that case, you're cool.
Jose is from LA though. He introduced me to the Dodgers.
Oh, cool. Well, FYI, I'm in Central Coast in California, and we're gonna have a sniper club get together in LA sometime in the next month. So keep your ears open for it, because last time we did it, we had a big crowd on Venice Beach and had a blast getting to know people personally, and because we get to know each other like this, and we're a pretty very, very tight community. But there's nothing like meeting in person, having a drink, giving a hug, etc. So cool. Anyway, Jay, do you want to do that question? You want me to cover it?
No, cover it. Go for it, Bruce.
So the first question you have to ask is you ask, should it be buying now? Should it be trading now? Is each thing we do is a tool, right? Investing is a tool to be able to buy things when they're cheap, right? When the whales and the sharks are buying them, right? And then patiently wait for the market to peak, right? I mean, it's a long-term thing. People make all this noise about bull run. I mean, if it takes another 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years for a real bull run to happen, like everybody's anticipating, it doesn't matter, right? In the mindset for your portfolio investment is, I buy cheap and then I wait till when everybody else is going nuts buying in, because you can watch it. I mean, for those who've been around for a previous bull run, I mean, Bitcoin during not this one, but the previous one, I mean, Bitcoin was in, 69,000 and people were going nuts. People were buying like crazy. They were, the retail was coming in. Sheldon showed had tens of thousands of people on YouTube. I mean, it was literally nuts, right? And you always got to think who is buying and who is selling. So all these retail investors who were FOMOing, fear of missing out, right, to buy Bitcoin, who is selling to them? The whales. The whales who bought that thing for next to nothing 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years before, were just kind of, hey, sure, you want to buy this expensive thing that I bought for nothing? And then when the market comes way, way down, right, who's buying, who's selling? The retailers selling because they're scared, and the whales are saying 50% off? Sure. So, like Sheldon said, right now Bitcoin is relatively expensive. The risk reward is tough. So people are buying Bitcoin now because it has pulled back quite a bit, but those are only for people that really have a multi-cycle um, goal for that. Now, that's tool one. Tool two is spot trading, right? Right, where you're basically saying in a couple week to couple month period, I think I can pick it up at a great price, find a good lower risk entry for that. And when it hits a local peak, right, a 5, 10, 15, 20% pump based on your technical analysis, I'll sell that. Leverage trading exaggerates all that, right? The trading structures are the same, but it exaggerates. It exaggerates the risk and it exaggerates the reward, are much more higher risk, lower time frame transactions. So what you do is you use each of these techniques to accomplish a specific goal. Me, okay? I mean, I can only share what I do. Um, I have two businesses. I know Sheldon's talking about business. Business number one is two kids. One's going into college now. The other one's heading off to medical school. Business one is pay for their school. Okay, pretty simple, right? I gotta work my butt off because I gotta make sure my kids that they're taken care of and launched into adulthood. Business number two is because I'm an old fart is basically a business that I call drinks with umbrellas in them. Okay, sitting on a beach, drinking drinks with umbrellas in them. That's my second business. And I use a waterfall approach to get there. So I do a lot, like by the 90% of my time, I'm in Sniper Club, right? Where I basically focus on high intensity leverage trading. Okay. The profits from my leverage trading go into my spot trading portfolio. Okay. In other words, I've taken the profits on the riskier activity and pushed it into a medium risk activity called spot trading or margin trading. Both, but they're basically the same. The profits from that go into a bag, right? And they sit in that bag and wait and wait and wait for a beautiful discounted day. Guess what the alts are right now? They're, I mean, you guys have probably taken a look at the charts. For the last couple of weeks, especially this last couple of days, the market's tumbled and everybody's freaking out, right? And retail's leaving and retail's all scared and they're selling. Guess who's buying, right? Why? Because if you wanted to buy a BMW day, okay, and you picked up the color, you picked up the model, there's the car I want, and all of a sudden you drove by that thing and it said 50% off today only. Yeah, why not, right? So I wait for these really days when everybody else is freaking out, and I take that bag of cash that I've been saying, the dry powder we call it, and I deploy it into the tokens that have high value for 2 years from now. Okay. So just different tools for different times, and you will learn all of them. And Jiv asked me to kind of do a quick rundown in Sniper Club, and this is what we do in Sniper Club, okay, all the time. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a little diversion for you to kind of show you, if you don't mind. I hope I'll get the screen right. There we go. That's it. So you guys looking at this. So Sniper Club mostly happens inside a Discord like this, right? And we've got a whole getting started section, and we've got a section for announcements of things that are up and coming and happening within the club. There's a couple of chat areas where people talk about trades they're taking, talk about struggles they're having. We have a section for trading, a section for investing, a section for AI and memes. We have a very large section for trading psychology. No kidding, guys. When Sheldon mentioned this stuff, you guys all, I know admire how he wears his emotions on his shirt sleeve, or how transparent he is. Um, we all learn how to do that because being open and honest and with people that are in the same boat as us is a priceless activity. And I'll tell you something, you'll learn to do TA, you'll learn to do analysis, but at the end of the day, what goes on up between your two ears is 90% of your success or failure. So your psychological work, right, on how to be not be manipulated by the emotions. Let the market go through the emotional roller coaster, but you get to observe it and make rational decisions is a lot of work. So we focus on that. And then what we do is we have events that are nonstop. Every week we have dozens of things. For example, later today, OG Craig and Kerwin are going to do a session on how to build a portfolio. Okay. At 3:45 this afternoon, Matt is going to do a session on what the status of the market is. And then there's just literally, trading Zooms, time to chill and chat and just talk to people, what's going on. Vicky does a trading thing. On Sundays, the whole sniper team gets together and we do a session kind of with everybody around the world. Matt again, et cetera, et cetera. I do a trading session on Mondays, on and on and on and on and on. These are designed to keep everybody active, focused, and on track and answer all your questions. But most importantly, it's a place for you to be with people that are going through the exact same thing you're going through, right? God, I wish I had a club when I first learned to trade. I mean, I was just me sitting in front of a chart with squiggly lines on the screen going like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, right? And it wasn't until it was in a club, in a community, that people could start hold my hand a little bit. Tell me it was okay when I had a bad day, right? Encourage me when things went well. So yeah. Does that help? Good. Thanks, bro.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Bruce.
Yeah.
I'm going to piggyback on that again and reiterate what I said the first time I did my cohort. That's what you did for me, Bruce, when I didn't take my profits. And you told me, you can't be a profitable trader if you don't take your profits. And guys, I took an $8 account to $100 within 3 weeks because Bruce told me, take your profits. And just that mind shift change. And you see the people you surround yourself with, eh? Okay, next. Daniel, you've been up here for a while. I'm going to bring you on. Please just remember to unmute yourself when you're asking the question.
All right, Daniel.
There we go.
Hi, team. Okay, it's my second sniper. I think it was the first one, and today it's the last one. So kind of something happened for something. So personally, I enjoy the community, but I found out on my first attempt, the Banter Discord was too noisy for me. People were not saying the same thing that I learned from the sniper school. And I was like mind blowing. And I said, okay, that's too noisy. I want to trade. So I quit. And then I explore Forex, I explore a binary option. But my heart is crypto. I love crypto. So I'm back. And now I want to pay my bill because I have zero income. I live on my earning. I lost 50 grand buying 2 mining server and I'm running low. So now I really need to trade. I'm not desperate, but I need to pay the bill. I need to pay the mortgage because all our saving are melting. And it's spring and everything is melt. So I need to be active. So I like scalping. I have plenty of time, but I don't want to overtrade and do a burnout. But it's like a video game for me. And I control my emotion. I'm in state a lot. Every 15 minutes I take a break. But when you go for long trade, it doesn't pay the bill at the end of the month because the trade lasts forever and then I have no more money to trade. So what would be the best advice to to take $1,500 and pay the bill at the end of the month and make profit to grow my portfolio. Is it a realistic goal, or it's not good?
Craig, I mean, Jason, you wanna?
Yeah, sure. First of all, Daniel, welcome. Yes. Okay, so I just want to touch on, you spoke around scalping. In our club that Bruce has touched on, we have got a scalping section and we've got an expert in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's been assisting us over he's only recently joined over the last 2 weeks. And his scores have been very good. I must say, he's helping a lot of the communities to achieve what you want to achieve by making extra income on a daily basis. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that. Secondly, just remember.
I miss, what name did you say? It's someone who could help me, I should connect with in the Sniper Club?
Are you part of Sniper Club?
Not yet, but I'm ready. It's part of my investment. I have $1,500. I can subscribe today.
Okay, Bruce, can you please bring up that Sniper section in the Discord?
Yep. You bet. Right there.
Perfect.
There's been some calls for today down the bottom. Yes.
Ah. Well, look at these.
Yep.
35% on that trade. This is Israel, by the way, is on the team. He just joined the team a couple weeks ago. He's a professional scalper, and that's what he does in Sniper Club. He sits there, teaches everybody his methodology, and then he also gives potential trades for you to take. And he's just doing really, really well. Really, really well.
I follow him
and yeah. And to your point, sometimes I'm not a scalper, right? Makes my heart beat too fast. And sometimes for swing trades and day trades, the market just doesn't work for it, right? It's just, you know, the weather's bad, the market movements are bad. So you got to be patient, and you don't get to trade as often as you like. Scalping, almost always it's available. So if you need to make short-term cash, yeah,
that's what I like of scalping. I can scalp 24/7. There's always an opportunity, and you compound your small gain.
Yeah.
You go 5 pip, 5 pip, 5 pip, you have 20 pip per day, and at the end of the month, you have 50 grand.
Yeah. And you still got to use one of the things, what I love about Israel is he's adamant about not over trading, and about the number one thing you got to do is not get too greedy and have good risk reward. Really important.
I know when I scalp, I lose a lot. It's like I'm 50-50, so my account doesn't grow, but I'm not losing. I never blow an account. So I'm successful, but I need to pay the bill.
Yes.
I study crypto for 2 years. I'm all in. I move and I cannot work in the new place I move because I study in another place. So it's crazy.
And you're gonna find that you're slowed down in order to go fast. That may not make sense, but you're gonna have to slow down, not let the heartbeat beat too fast, be very precise, very surgical. And here's the thing: if your win-loss rate is 50-50, but you've got a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, right? For every 1 loss, you make 3 gained, you're still profitable. So risk reward is actually almost more important than your win-loss ratio.
Perfect. My last year was in binary option. I'm break even in binary option, and binary option is different.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict the speed because I know it's going up, but then it go faster than I predict, and I lose my trade. So it's hard.
Yeah. So I'm with you because I started trading in Forex. I did that for years before I discovered crypto, and easy choice. It's for me, it's just such a better environment, better community, better upside. So I'm with you on that.
I have some investment in crypto, but it's long term. I cannot trade. I have to wait, and I wait since 2017. So
Yeah. That's
Okay,
okay.
thank
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much for your question,
Thanks,
Daniel. Listen,
Daniel.
this is again reiterating why you should have a community around you so that you can literally bounce off people and ask questions and have people who are doing the same stuff. If you're not seeing
Yeah.
something, someone might see something else that you're not seeing right now. So yeah, maybe try that free trial, Daniel, and then see if you like the Sniper Club. Thank you so much for your question. Okay,
Thank you,
last
Daniel.
question for this evening, or for this morning, or this evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys are. Keith, I'm going to bring you on. There you go. Hi, Keith. Just remember to unmute yourself when you ask the
Hey,
question.
Keith, how are you doing?
Hey, Keith.
Hear me? Can you hear
We
me?
There
hear
we
ya.
go.
Yes,
Yeah. Hi, guys. How's it? Good to see you all again.
South African,
Yo,
how's
yo.
it?
There we go. Yeah. So there was a number of things that Sheldon covered today in terms of psychology, emotions. And I just wanted to touch on two of them. The one, I think, it's the feeling that people get when you actually, I think just said it earlier, it's whether it's worse to have lost or worse to have lost what you won. In other words, was it worse that you waged 10 and it wiped you out because you got stopped out? Or is the feeling worse for you when you have $100 account that you've grown to 1,000 and you can only take it out at 200? Which is the worst emotion? And that's a big psychological thing that you're going to face. And so knowing when to take your profits is a really critical part of this whole management.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the emotion on the second one, I think, harms people more than the emotion on the first. The first is you prepared to, I mean, we all say it, there's risk in any investment. Only wage what you prepared to lose. So you've got that already in the back of your mind. But the second side of it, when your account has gone from 100 to 1,000 and you haven't heeded all of the signs, and then it goes back down to 200, this kicks people worse sometimes than actually just getting wrecked.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've experienced it in 2017 when I didn't have a community around me. I was following people on Twitter that spoke around HODL. And in those years, everything was HODL. You even got t-shirts that said HODL. Everybody was wearing t-shirts that said HODL. So I took an account in 2017, and I know 2017 was an exception. It was quite easy to make money in those days. I took an account from $13,000 to over $400,000. And that 400,000 came all the way back to 30,000. Wow, it was HODLed. And
Yeah.
I felt a lot of pain. Absolutely. A lot of pain.
Yeah. So it's just something I wanted to mention. And then the other thing was about, we spoke about all the different types of FOMO and revenge trade and all that sort of thing. And Sheldon, with his as good a trader as what he is, and his ability to wreck himself or his account and then go back again, it's I think it's something we've all got to look at in ourselves in terms of what, no matter whether you can recover it, it's what is happening that occurs repeatedly. And that's the change that I think he's got to make. I mean, I'm not in his league as a trader, but on the psychological side, that's something he needs to look at because he's he's brilliant.
Yeah. I got to
But
tell you,
there's
I
a
mean,
repetitive pattern.
his brilliance comes from the fact that he's transparent about what he's going through in any moment.
Yeah.
Your earlier comment about the emotions, right? We all lose trades. Just
Yes.
you eventually just get used to it. And as long as you haven't done anything like over trading or trading where you're lost, like with no stop loss, where all of a sudden you're wrecking an account and stuff like that, you eventually just kind of shrug your shoulders like next, You know, it's just part of the game. The emotion that screws people up way worse is when you have a big win. And the
Yes.
reason for that is because you somehow, we all do this, been there, done it, got the t-shirt too many times, is we start to think that it's us, that we're hot, you know what, right? I'm God's gift to trading. And that arrogance is, the universe has this amazing way to just whack you, right? And so learning to be, learning to kind of have a balance, right? If I win, great, hallelujah, good, next. If I lose a trade, boom, okay, what did I learn about the way that token's moving? Is there a better entry? Let me get in again. Being able to kind of keep that balance is hugely, hugely important. Hugely important. Win, lose, or whatever. You don't, I think of that market emotion, that Wall Street cheat sheet that Sheldon has
Yes.
shown, as a
Yeah.
roller coaster, right? It looks like a roller coaster. And the question
Yes.
is, the market's going to be on that roller coaster, right? It's the way it works. And most of the people that are trading are on that roller coaster. The question is, do you want to be on the roller coaster, right? With these swing highs, swing lows, you bet, upside down, screaming, puking off the side, dropping your phone from the top of it to the bottom. I mean, do you want to trade like that, or do you want to be the person on the side going, "Wow, look at those people," hyper emotional? Which one allows you to make better decisions to grow your accounts, right? Knowing that that's the way they're going to behave.
And that's where I think that risk management is going to be absolutely critical, because, it's the case of consistency over flash.
And this brings us back to your second point, which is Sheldon, his ability and willingness to really be transparent about it. I mean, the guy's, I've never traded with a trader like that, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's why I'm here, right? And it's just kind of an amazing experience to work day in, day out with him, and just kind of like, how is he thinking? How is he holding his hand? How is he looking at that trade? I mean, it's just a privilege. But his growth comes from the fact that he doesn't hide anything. Right?
Yes.
We all are on a path to grow as people and as traders. And if you kind of have this, like, so much across the internet and so much across the trading world, you have people kind of puffing up their shoulders, like they're God's gift to trading, and they can't show any vulnerability. And what happens is there's no growth there, right? Each of us, whether it's your first day of trading, whether you've been trading for 5 or 10 years, it doesn't matter. We're all trying to improve and grow, and holding on to each other and being transparent with each other, right? And supporting and loving each other is the key to it.
Absolutely. I
Thank
think
you
that
so
the
much for that.
authenticity.
Yeah, those were great statements and questions to end off our cohort with. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Jove.
Nice to see you
Thanks,
again.
Sheldon. Mama Sniper.
Guys, I'm just going to reiterate again.
Yeah.
This is a mindset game. Seriously.
Yeah.
I have seen now the way you adopt your own trading strategies is when you start winning. I have tried to adopt Sheldon. It doesn't work. I adopt what he taught me and made my own out of it, and then I win.
Yeah.
That's the key. Because the minute you start adopting what everyone else tells you to do, you're not doing your own thing. You're now literally doing what they told you, and you're not learning anything, and you're not evolving as a trader. But anyway, guys, that was lovely seeing you all here. I hope you're all excited for this sniper school and the amazing prototypes that we're going to have for you throughout this entire school. Guys, we will see you next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. Have a beautiful evening or beautiful day or wherever you are. Thank you, guys. See you next week, Tuesday.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jason.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.